much, man. What's going on? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just cruising around the valley, having a good time, seeing some old friends, and representing the Fiesta Bowl, a great monument and very, very great bowl game and parade here in the valley.
So, have you been in a parade before? Maybe back in Boise, Idaho, your high school days at Capitol. I mean, is there any? Have you done this before?
You know, I was the Grand Marshal for ASU homecoming, I think 5, maybe 6 years ago. So I got to experience, riding in the car and the wave at that time. But this is really an honor. It's a big thing in the valley. It's the single most attended one-day event in Arizona. So the 100,000 plus will be lining the streets to watch the Fiesta Bowl parade, and what the Fiesta Bowl does for the community. For initiating, the people to go seek and be better and work in the community, and all that game's done for the economy, and all that is, it's great to be a part of that. And for me, it's just really cool to be able to, I got a lot of great fans, a lot of people that have supported me and sent prayers for me, and even post-career that think about me. And I'm just grateful for that. As, we learn we can't do anything by ourselves in this world, but having that support. So being able to wave at the fans and see who shows up is going to be an exciting time, and I'm grateful for the honor.
Jake, would you ever thought when the late, great Bruce Snyder was recruiting you in that living room up there in Boise that at some point in time you'd be the Grand Marshal of the Fiesta Bowl, looking back on the history? And how surreal is that for you to kind of, everyone just kind of sit back and just think of the memories and all the things, but the Grand Marshal of the Fiesta Bowl, the 50th anniversary of the Fiesta Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, it's really remarkable to see, like, as a young kid making that decision to come here, to be given that amount of confidence that Bruce Snyder and Bobby Petrino, Danny Cazzetto gave me as an 18-year-old to come in here and do my thing. And then all the support that's still around, it was around then and it's still here now. Guys like Doug Tamaro and, Vince Amy, who's coaching now over at ASU, and just went and visited the Cardinals facility and got to see some familiar faces there. Joe Castor and Mike Bidwell, and just people that have been there, that were there when I was learning and going through it. And then, never would I have imagined, to be the Grand Marshal. No, but, I was always envisioning success and chasing my dreams and allowing the people around me that wanted to join that vision to join up. Let's go. Let's see what's possible here. And so being the Grand Marshal, obviously you have had to have done something to get there, and not just done something in the past, but still be doing something innovative to create change in the world. So I feel honored to be recognized for that and be able to do that with Richard Jefferson from U of A, who has had a great career and is all I'm hearing. I haven't met him yet, but heard he's just a great guy. And in the spirit of competition, the theme of the Fiesta Bowl this year, presented by Lerner and Rowe, we get to sit there and practice, see who can have the best parade wave. And I don't know if he knows, but I've been working on mine for a while. I watched the Thanksgiving Day Macy's parade and made sure to take note and then see what I need to do to make sure my wave's proper.
Jake, I got to tell you, man, I think last time we had you on was during the Super Bowl, but you've owned your own companies now. You're a businessman, and you really understand the promotional part, huh? You got Lerner and Rowe in there. I mean, you got it all, man. Oh, that's good stuff, Jake. I mean, you would kill it in NIL.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing is very interesting. I think long overdue, but maybe needing a little bit more thought put behind it. But either way, in this day and age, in this world, if you got something you believe in, something that's working and doing well for you, you got to share that knowledge. I mean, we're all humans here. We're all humankind, and let's try to be both, let's try to do it together. Give us
an update on your business right now, what you've been doing, the mushroom business and things of that sort.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's a definite, educational process. There's a lot of people don't know much about the world, the kingdom. I call it the queendom of fungi. But the ability to bring something that's so bioavailable to the human body and it helps as a positive intervention to your own personal health and wellness it's been a fun journey, and we're getting ready to launch our really yummy nutritional bars with mushrooms in them and in REI come the new year. So that's really exciting. And along with that, being able to, talk to Mike and see if there's a way, as an athlete, we know the difference between victory can be just one split second or a millimeter. And, if these can help you gain that edge, there's a lot of athletes that are not utilizing these and even just humans in general. So, yeah, having fun with Umbo, getting the word out on that, and farming at the farm and growing mushrooms and just seeing where it takes me, man. I've been having a great time. And, again, it's a gift to be able to have done what I did, to play a game, to, earn the respect of a lot of people, have their love and support, and then now be able to bring this information back to them and educate people. Like I said, they're suffering and dealing with a lot of different disease and ailments. This could be a positive intervention to help you move in a good direction, and that's what I'm grateful for.
Jake, I think when you're talking about Mike, you think Michael Bidwell of the Cardinals owner, and how you can incorporate that with the Cardinals. Just curious in reference to watching the growth of Kyler Murray at quarterback since he's come back off the knee injury, and I don't know how much you've watched him or not this year, but they've got to make a big decision whether they keep him or go for top round draft choice. What if any is the next step you want to see Kyler Murray in moving forward?
Well, I don't know Kyler that well. I haven't watched him a lot. I know having injuries is hard. Definitely, you can't do what you need to do when you're not out on the field. But I know as a quarterback, all I tried to do was be there, be present, be there for my team, and to work hard every day. But I also, I went upstairs. I made sure I was upstairs walking those halls, because there's a lot of people that are working also to, put the Cardinals in the right light. And so giving them that love and appreciation, to let them know that they're seen and they're there. That was really what I try to do, is just be in that whole building. I don't know Kyler well enough to know what kind of leadership style he uses, or what he's like in the weight room or in the locker room or on the plane, or how he carries himself. But you got to transcend the whole building when you're the quarterback. You're really, you're almost number two in the organization. The owner isn't going anywhere, but they'll fire the head coach and keep you, as we've seen. So you're really like number two in a $1 billion organization. Not to have that pressure, but just to know that how you carry yourself, people are watching, people are seeing it, and it can be very, very infectious if you're carrying yourself in the right frame of mind and leading in the right way with a lot of intention and definitely working through the hard times, but also being there when you're having good times. So if he's the guy, stick with him. But, this game is so transient. There's so many opportunities and youngsters coming up that, that's the decision that the new GM's got to make, not me.
Yeah, exactly. We got a few more minutes with Jake Plummer, who is the co-grand marshal in tomorrow's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, presented by Lerner in Rowe, with the Raiders and the Chargers head coach getting fired. Have you ever been in a game like that? Have you ever been part of a game like that
on either side?
Yeah, you're in games like that. It's hard to say. It's weird to see that, because the parity across the NFL is pretty even. I mean, there's not necessarily some team that's snuck in and stolen all the talent. I mean, when you get to the NFL, everyone's talented. It's just a matter of how they're playing on the field, and if they're playing, for themselves, if they're playing for each other, if they're playing because they are well respected and loved by their organization. So it's rare to see a blowout like that. Although, the Broncos were blown out early in the year by Miami, and look what happened. Like, the Broncos took that as a learning experience and didn't listen to the pundits. They didn't listen to all the distractions. They just got back to work, trusting in each other, trusting the process, and they're right there, chasing the AFC West now. So hard to say. I mean, I've been in some big blowouts. Nebraska in Lincoln in '95. They whooped our butts, but we did put 28 on that defense, so that's why coming into that next year we were pretty confident offensively. We just had to do a little something different defensively. So those experiences, though, you can, you got to close your ears, put your fingers over your ears, not listen to anybody else, and really look internally. Like, how does that happen? Where's the effort? A guy throwing in the towel, and if that's the case, you got to clean house. You can't have someone go out there if they're not willing to do it. You put other people's, that you're putting them at possibility of getting hurt if you're not playing 100% in the NFL.
1 minute.
Jake, have a blast tomorrow. As a Yellow Jacket myself, really appreciate you accepting the role as a Grand Marshal. Enjoy it, have fun with it, and we really appreciate you spending a few minutes with us today. And happy holidays to you and your family.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate the opportunity, and you guys have a great holiday too.
That's Jake Plummer. He is the co-Grand Marshal in tomorrow's Verbo Fiesta Bowl presented by Lerner and Rowe.